Hey, it's your girl favorite DJ Rich King, Polo Paratrooper. Man with the bands. Don't bring your girl around me because she might become a fan. Hey, the Sushi Gang Samurai's back in this motherfucker. Mr. Eat Your Baby Fruit Snacks, Kev Hendricks and shit. Is you Corona free though?
Yes, I'm Corona free, buck niggas. I said the last episode and shit. I do not have Corona and shit. I have an allergy code and shit that I was out of there for like a week. I do be having sinus infections though.
It's a cold sore.
That
sounds like
what?
Hold on.
Hey,
That's fucked up.
Led to a cold sore.
Why you gonna take it there, my nigga? Like,
He gave you Simplex 2 out the gate.
I don't even know what that is. I'm not finna be in a commercial dancing and shit like that. You have genital herpes, you can still live your life. You know what I'm saying? Still get in out here and shit, though. I'm not finna be one of those niggas and shit. I kill one of these bitches. Let me have to jack off a Proactive. I'm gonna murder one of you hoes and shit.
I feel you. Hey, KT is in this motherfucker with me, and I use the fucking term OG Lucy because a lot of niggas be thinking it's because they older and shit, or a lot of niggas be getting called OG just because they got a little money. With me, no, you gotta be really giving game. You gotta really be offering game. That's what OG mean to me, and that's how I look at this brother right here and shit, Hannibal and shit. He came to join the motherfucking show and shit. Real conscious mind and shit. I think we're gonna have some real good conversations, and you know what the fuck it is. This is the motherfucking Share the Boyz podcast, and before we get in too fucking deep, I just want to say we say bitches and hoes quite frequently on this podcast, but it's all subjective. We not saying you bitches and hoes, it's hoes and bitches. We just don't know you hoes' names individually, so we just say bitches and hoes to make it easier. But just know that it's always love, man. But hey, how the fuck y'all doing, Kings?
I'm chilling, man. I was depressed as fuck. But shit, all this shit in the world is making it worse, my nigga. I'm not even gonna cap. The shit with just in our city is bad enough, nigga. Motherfuckers getting found in cars and shit, dead. And fucking babies getting shot accidentally in the chest with guns and shit. And, bro, it's just a whole bunch of shit, nigga. Niggas getting beat up by mistaken identity and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a whole bunch of wild shit going on. Plus, I'm seeing death every fucking day with the corona shit, like, every fucking day. And then on top of that, the riots and motherfuckers killing George Floyd and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just getting out of hand and shit, but I'm all for the revolution and shit. We might have to burn this bitch down, you know what I'm saying? Emerge from the ashes like phoenixes and shit, you know what I'm saying? But some of you niggas is doing too much. Doing it purely out of trends because other niggas doing it and shit. Like, nigga, why is y'all niggas running up in the dollar store? Like, the nerve you niggas. Like
Hey,
nigga.
bro, the dollar store one of them the dollar store is one of my fucking favorite stores. I'm not even gonna cap, bro.
You know what's crazy? I just got a fucking job offer at Target. I was supposed to start Thursday. You niggas fucked that up for me. All Target's closed now. I just got a fucking job at motherfucking Family Dollar that I was supposed to start tomorrow. That shit closed because you niggas vandalized it last night. The nerve of you niggas. Fuck y'all. But yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, I feel you with the whole all you see is just like death and like destruction and negative shit in the news. Every time I'm getting on Twitter or fucking Instagram or some shit. Now I'm seeing more progressive shit, just more fucking people with the movement and trying to fight for equality, and that's good. I like seeing that shit, but the reasons behind this shit is the shit I don't like to see. And it make me think it's like, bro, is it just part of the cycle and shit? You know, every time the police kill a black man and shit, people be upset for it. Low key, I'm not gonna cap though. I ain't never seen fucking motherfucker in my lifetime. I've never seen multiple cities rioting and going crazy at the same fucking time. I've never seen that shit in my lifetime. So
It's
low key,
global, bro.
so low key, this shit, this whole George Floyd situation is super different from this. I've never seen like shit to this level while I've been alive at least.
I think it was just the perfect storm, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was in the house for 2 months. There's a lot of people that's not getting unemployment, broke as hell, can't work, can't provide for their family. You know, if a man can't provide for his family if he ain't working, those niggas gonna feel a certain type of way and shit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't in school and shit, like, the whole world, like, fucked up, Trump being an asshole. And then, like, it just literally was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, hey, man, this the third nigga in, like, a month, nigga, that y'all, like, just letting people just get away killing us for no reason and shit. Like, I feel like my life fucking worthless and shit. Because people really don't give a fuck about us. Like, on some Michael Jackson shit, like...
All I wanna say is that
Period.
Like, for real, like, nigga, if you got $1 billion, you still a nigga in the coop, nigga. Like, it don't matter and shit. Like, that's fucked up. And people just had enough, and I mean, I'm not mad at what they doing and shit at all. It just certain shit, I'm like, damn, nigga, like, have some type of, like, guidelines. Don't burn black businesses down and shit. But the shit they doing in Minnesota, burn all that shit down. Fuck all the niggas.
But, like, not to cut you off, boss. But like you said, bro, sometimes like 99 years ago was Black Wall Street. Like 2 days ago was 99 years ago when they burnt that shit down. And so like you said, sometimes you gotta burn some shit down and then from the fire emerge some amazing shit like a phoenix. But when it comes to the looting shit, to me, it's like a lot of people, at least my perspective of it, you may not agree with how the fuck any of us do this shit, but respect our fucking opinion. We can smack the shit out you. We not really gonna smack the shit out you. But respect our opinion. Respect our opinion because we will respect your opinion. But with that being said, I feel like motherfuckers is angry. Like you said, people is angry. It's a lot of anger, and motherfuckers don't know how to direct that shit. People don't know how to channel that shit. And motherfuckers, especially after, like I said, it seems like it's a cycle. Every couple of months, a black man get killed by the police. People protest. Motherfuckers be upset for a couple of months. Twitter, Instagram be up, and then shit go back to normal and shit. It be just like a fucking cycle. And so like. I understand when motherfuckers like, bro, fuck that shit. That shit ain't fucking working no more and shit. I was on some Malcolm King. I was on some fucking Martin Luther King shit. Now I'm on my Malcolm X shit. Like motherfuckers was mad when Cap was kneeling. Well, now niggas is standing up, and this what the fuck happened. Niggas, it's no justice, no peace. And so it's like motherfuckers not finna peacefully give you motherfucking no peace. Like, no, you supposed to feel this shit. It's fucked up that black businesses is getting fucked up and businesses is getting fucked up as a whole. But at the same time, if you a business owner and you ain't got no fucking insurance, you honestly playing your fucking self. Like shit, it's sad that you gotta go through. Damn, Kevin, folks, see, bro. Man.
That might be the
it's sad businesses gotta go through this shit, but at the end of the day, bro, it's a bigger picture. Plus, man, majority of this shit was built on the backs of our ancestors anyway, so niggas entitled to they piece of the pie. But overall, I just feel, I don't know, man, I just think it's time for a revolution. It seems like every 100 years, some revolutionary shit happened in the world and shit. Like, black African Americans, melanated people been at the bottom of the motherfucking totem pole for too damn long. I can't even say the bottom of the totem pole. That's the best place to be on the totem pole. That's neither here nor there. Motherfuckers been at the bottom for too damn fucking long and shit. We need to increase our buyer capital and shit. We spend too much fucking money in this fucking country.
We're the biggest consumers.
One of the biggest consumers for us to be at the fucking bottom. At the end of the day, all this looting and shit don't fucking matter. Cause if I had the business, you come burn my shit the fuck down. It's cool. I'm gonna get insurance. I'm gonna build a nice, brand new, shiny ass new building and shit. So it's like, man, at the end of the day, we fucking with these motherfuckers' pockets. We stop spending money with these motherfuckers. We start investing into our own shit. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna have no choice but to fill us in. But I don't know, that shit's me and shit, man.
But like you said and shit, like, we spending all this money and shit, like the hair industry and shit, motherfucking black women spend $46 billion every year on the hair and shit. We don't own shit. Every Korean and Chinese motherfucker on every corner, we spend money with them, and they don't give a fuck about us. All the bitches doing nails and feet, them Arabs fuck y'all too and shit. I mean, unless you with us and shit, you know what I'm saying? But fuck all y'all motherfuckers, because we spend all this bread with y'all, y'all always in our shit. And y'all don't give a fuck about us whatsoever and shit. A nigga just got shot in our city and shit at a liquor store and shit by Arab nigga. I mean, I don't give a fuck what happened. Niggas supposed to have, they was fighting or whatever. I don't give a fuck what happened and shit. It's the wrong time, my nigga. Fuck all you niggas and shit. Motherfuckers need to actually start like on some Rick Ross shit, buying back the block and shit. Like, ain't no way in fuck on the end of Sheridan. All four corners on the end of Sheridan and shit. It's all Arabs on all the motherfuckers and shit. Like, it shouldn't be like that and shit. We should have like some equity in this shit and start like taking back shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and burning this shit down. Fuck them niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
It's crazy. And you know what's crazy, bro, to me is how motherfuckers was defending that shit. It was like defending.
Of course they was, niggas. Like, niggas love liquor. You think niggas ain't only people?
Like, they're like, oh, bro, it's cool. He fuck with me. He be looking out for me.
Out of here, bro, cause period, bro, dude would have fucking took all of they fucking lives and not give a fuck after.
I just mean in like a bigger sense, motherfuckers like
everybody talking about this nigga big homie, bro. That shit don't fucking matter. He was out there ready to kill all y'all ass.
It's just like motherfuckers be confusing a business, a beneficial monetary relationship from fucking friendship. It's like, yeah, everybody in the hood think Mason fucks with them, but I know I done been at the gas station. I was ready to fight Mason before off some of the shit he just said. So it's like,
can you elaborate who Mason is?
Mason, okay, so Coopers. Shit, okay, so we the Sheridan Boyz podcast. So in our city, it's a street called Sheridan Road, and it's a gas station called Cooper's. It's an Arab in the fucking gas station that's owned the gas station ever since I was a kid. His name is Mason. He fuck with the hood, but at the end of the day, he don't really fuck with the hood because the whole time I've been there, he ain't never really did nothing productive for the fucking hood. We done do barbecues for the hood. That nigga ain't never do no block party, no barbecue for the hood. Yeah, niggas giving kids free food, but nigga,
That's
if you
the least
working,
you can do.
nigga, but if you working if you working food, nigga, who knows? This is food that he was finna get thrown away any fucking way.
Exactly.
So it's like it made it just look good. That's propaganda, but it's like, bro, we spending money with this nigga, so of course he gonna act like he fuck with us because he wants us to continue to come and spend money with his ass. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Mason, I love his ass and shit, but it's like, bro, you can't be confusing these fucking business relationships from fucking friendships. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. All they want is all they want is that bread in your pocket, and as long as every time you get some money, you come into their door and they store and spending your bread. Hell yeah, I'ma be friend. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how your kids doing? Hey, yeah, give your kid a sucker. Yeah, man, you better wake the fuck up, man. Because as long as they doing that, you ain't even thinking about, damn, I can get my own gas station. And I know probably every nigga in the gas station that walked in the gas station before and thought like, damn, it's hella money in this shit. I can get a gas station. Like, nah, but as long as niggas being your friend, happy-go-lucky with your ass, you blinded to that shit. You ain't even thinking deeper into shit. So, but at the end of the day, increase our buyer capital, start buying back the block. Shit.
And like what you said,
Fuck these white people.
like they doing it on some transactional relationship, like all these companies donate to like motherfucking the bailout. What's it called? Like they bailing people out of jail and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sony just did like $500,000 or some shit.
The Weeknd donated $500,000 too.
I mean, but the Weeknd black. I'm talking about companies and shit. Like they doing it as like we don't want to lose the market value of the niggas, and we want to like do a nice PR stunt. Like,
That's all
nigga,
it is.
y'all really don't give a fuck about us, nigga. But I mean, at what point does intent matter? Like that's how I feel about all this protest and shit. I know a lot of this shit is like trendy as fuck, and niggas just doing shit just to do shit because it ain't nothing else to do. It ain't no finals ain't going on right now. Finals is going on right now. You niggas in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? The clubs ain't open. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? So
I think really what we gotta understand is the ugly dynamic of it all. Like right now on this planet, as we stand here and sit here, there's three different type of people on this planet, no matter what race, sex, creed, what standing you have, status, or anything like that. Three different people on the planet. And there are people fighting a dangerous disease, COVID-19, who are either sick from it, who are dying from it, or who are trying to, get healed from it. And then there's the one, in the middle, the number two person who is asymptomatic and, probably can walk around with it, have a slight cough but not a fever, and pretty much be cool with it and carry it. Then you got the people who are sheltered in place, doing what they gotta do, staying masked up and gloved up and everything like that. And with those three different type of people, which is pretty much what everyone is. And as we live here in this world, that doesn't matter that we're all sitting in the face of death when it comes down to the fact that in America, good old America, racism is still the standard of the day. And that was evident when you seen that police officer look with his hands in his pocket at the camera with his knee on a man's neck and just basically say, hey, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Cool.
And you see 2-3 other police officers who are sworn by the state's legislature and the state's constitution to uphold the law and do these things. It's a perfect storm that as you said, that from 2014, when you had the death of Trayvon Martin, but with the following incidents till now, that this isn't just about George Floyd, because if you think it is, it's totally over your head. Even in the face of death from a potential airborne disease that has even come down to kill animals now, we still have to deal with things like racism and police brutality in a country that is pretty much on the verge of anarchy and a whole lot of civil unrest. I mean, city after city. It's not just one. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when a man named Rodney King got beat, and the riot spread through L.A. A couple little towns, little here and there, things like that happen. But Now it's more widespread and more actually calculated and done in a different way. You know, we might think that, you know, saying it's just us niggas doing shit, but no. It's stuff on higher levels. It's people sitting here, you know, with bigger agendas now. You know, the push forward that's needed for a lot of these groups and these subgroups and these private organizations to fluster, and I mean not to fluster, but to grow in the future is going to have to come at the hands of, there's going to be a bigger change in America than we all think. You know, we was just trying to get back to a normal over COVID, but now we have a new normal over COVID and civil unrest, with people sniping people at night, curfews and things of that nature. I don't blame a man, you know, even myself, if he had a felony and his life was in danger, he better have some kind of form of protection with him. Because nowadays it's going to get even worse. Because that's just how it is in this society. You know, it doesn't get better. It only gets worse because from the top down, we are not even in a position to be a world power. We're not. We haven't got it right by 2020 as far as racism. Burn this bitch to the ground. I'll say it now, I'll say it tomorrow, and I'll say it to you can put it on my gravestone. But being very affectionate for Black history and history period, and then how things have transpired, and then you get the people to say, hey, that looting is wrong. I mean, and tearing up people's stuff is wrong. I mean, nobody that's a Christian should tell you that. You know what I mean? What did Jesus do when he went into the marketplace and they were gambling and everything like that? He flipped over tables and things of that nature. Shh, hush, Christian. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't nobody other, you know, white tell a Black person that that's wrong? We got that. We got this whole blueprint from the Boston Tea Party. Thank you. Shh. You know what I mean? When it comes down to the Arabs that kill our people and they killed the man on Sheridan, you have to also remember that when from the years of the transatlantic slave trade that brought countless numbers of Blacks over to America, there was the backdoor efforts out of going through what is Persia and the Middle East that pulled countless numbers of Africans out of Africa for slaves and built cities and things of that nature in Asia Minor and a lot of parts of India and Pakistan. You have Black roots that spread all the way to Asia, as far as I'm concerned, as far as like China and things of that nature. So we, as Black Americans, understand the history of where we come from as far as Africa from that route, but we have no understanding that therefore this long-standing hate that we got coming from people of Middle Eastern descent is there as well, who never see us as equal. But just like our good Christian people want us to be, follow, say that their God is pure. Mr. Muslim, you neither are you. You know what I mean? So we're caught in a paradigm. Where do we stand? Do we team up with others, and do we see anybody else as our ally? And it's hard because right now you got Mexicans doing some ungodly shit up in Chicago. You know what I mean? The stories I'm hearing and things like that. It seems like there's a war on the horizon up there. And that everybody know that hasn't been living under a rock for the last 10 years that Chicago has been a war zone already. So the civil unrest is growing, and it's more worse that races are fighting each other, because really in actuality it's not really racism that divides us, but classism, where you have the upper class and you have the lower class, and that gap between the two is so outrageously wide. That, you know what I mean? There's no such thing. No middle class. As COVID has ripped through, our economy, you have, people as poor and people as rich. My sister makes over $100K, and she was sitting there excited about getting a stimulus check. I'm like, you sit the fuck down. You know what I mean? Like, you got money in the bank. She's like, I ain't gonna have it depending on how far this go. So it's sort of like, this has changed a lot of the rich into the poor, and now you have a growing class system that's just fighting back, and you see it all across the country. And me myself, because I know that once we want to go back to the norm and everything like that,
it's not gonna be normal.
It's gonna go back.
It's a Drake album.
Exactly.
Nothing was the same.
Exactly.
After COVID and the
Exactly.
pandemic, my nigga.
Exactly. I hope that if anything, that what you saying as far as black people saying that the store owner was cool and all that, that's a 21st century slave mentality.
Fuck
you know what I
them
mean? It
Sound
would,
like them niggas that he sound like Samuel L. Jackson on Django.
yeah. You give me a little something, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm like, when it comes down to it, I don't care how we got to do it. I mean, I wish we were better organized. I think that you know, our personal agenda set us off, and you know, we're really we're in a bad position because we're out organized on a lot of things, and and we gotta learn that, like, we're gonna follow this one or this one. Me, honestly, looting is the most organized protest possible because it's sort of like, look, all we're gonna do is break in here and get some stuff. Whereas your march, your protest, you get your your civil speech out, and then you say, hey, what we're gonna do is, you know, take this to the polls. Okay, how long is that gonna take? How long? When is that gonna go? Because on the other side of this dynamic that we're saying we want justice, is another side that says, hey, I don't like it. They would have been okay if they weren't looting and blah 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 blah. So, it's part of the same as far as the power structure. You know, that's what needs to be changed significantly in this country. But, you know what I'm saying, the money situation is going to always be there. It's always going to be rich and it's always going to be poor. But the power structure in America is demonic at best. And it has done nothing since the exception of this country, but to perpetuate the same racial boundaries, stereotypes, and social classism that goes with keeping black people like you and I at the bottom of the totem pole. Burn this bitch to the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
Only thing, like, I like to add to that, like, cause on social media, as far as like our city is concerned, we had like a major protest. You know what I mean? And it was very peaceful. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I don't really want to be down here too long, because anytime it's a large congregation of black people, niggas gonna be nigging, and I'm leaving. So I was down there for a minute. Shut up. So I left after about 30 minutes. But it was all good. And then later that night, you know what I'm saying, they had a little rally at Walmart or whatever, and they kept using the language like riot and blah, 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 when it really wasn't that. And then it was nothing but jokes all through social media, on Facebook or whatever. Oh, y'all don't know how to riot, that protest bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Y'all following other cities. They keep doing this all day, non-stop. And then that night, the fucking city burnt. That motherfucker went up. Like, I went outside my house. It's literally 200-300 cars speed through Sheridan. Crazy as hell, like they in Chicago. Motherfuckers down the street. I seen the girl get shot with a rubber bullet. She in the street crying and shit. And then they protesting like across the street. Then try to break into the gas station Cooper's. And then setting firecrackers off and shit. Bro, they was just doing a lot. And then all I seen on social media, oh my God, y'all doing too much. Y'all breaking into here and robbing Verizon. Y'all doing too much. Breaking into the hair store. No, this is what you niggas wanted, man. It's not good enough. No matter what you do, it's not good enough for you niggas. So, burn this bitch to the ground. I mean, don't be scared now. Shit, you said you want a thug, little baby. You know what I'm saying? You said you want a thug, little baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared, shorty. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And then, like shit, I think it will come change through this. Because, like, through motherfucking trauma and, like, dark places, ain't no choice but to go through it. And then on the other side, that's when you come to the realization and meet truth. And then you actually have to sit down as like a people and like, look, all right, this is exactly what it's gonna be and shit. And y'all have to work it out from there. And I think personally, I was reflecting just being an empath, putting myself in like the dude that put his like knee on dude's neck. I'm like, I wonder how he would feel and shit. Just hear me out, cause I know y'all don't give a fuck once I say this and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you finna say some stupid shit.
No, for real. Like, I wonder how he feels and everybody that's watching this feels as a cop and shit. This one, like, if you do this again, this could trigger, like, look how many hundreds of lives have been lost because you did this. Look how many billions of dollars of fucking damage you did because you did this. You know what I'm saying? And other people's lives that you affected. People, babies getting pepper sprayed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting shot. Other people getting killed over this shit because you made a bad decision. So it's gonna be a change. Like, all right, motherfucker, the training probably for the police gonna get a lot better. Like, yo, motherfuckers better not. Like, I seen the video, dude put his neck on a nigga.
I seen it. He moved
and he hurried up, moved that shit, cause like it was gonna be bad. Like, I think it will be some change from this and shit. And good or bad, I mean, maybe we go into martial law. Oh well, I mean, I already been in the career for 2 months anyway, so I mean, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, just gonna have to get Netflix premium and shit. Probably get Hulu too.
You know, Pornhub premium free.
I ain't finna. Nigga, what? I want to see some 4K. 4K bitches squirting on each other and shit. Like, I don't need to see all these freckles and shit. Like, damn, that bitch got tan lines and shit. Like, I don't need to see all that.
I might have to take up on that though, you know what I'm saying?
But like,
I take it. That shit legit.
I think I think accountability will probably be put on the police department like it is in the military. Because in the military, I talked to my military homies. They was like, nigga, in the military, nigga, this shit's fly, nigga. If I fuck up, everybody that knows, we're all going to jail, nigga. You want to go to a military, even if you motherfucking did something and I knew it, if I knew, we all going to jail in the same city. Yeah. And it's all fucked up. Everybody that knew, everybody that conspired, if you do it, you ain't even say nothing. Like, I ain't finna say shit. Like, that's kind of what it needs to be put.
Being former military, I agree with you. That
and then they have like a sense of brotherhood. He was like, bro, like I fucked up, and my whole team, like I did some fuck shit, and they made me stand in front of them and watch them do push-ups and run laps, and I just watched. You know you finna get your ass whooped and chewed out by your own people once you get back to the bunk. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna fuck up again. So hopefully that's what get taking place. But I mean, shit, they literally willing to watch the whole fucking country burn over 3 niggas. 3 thugs, as the president would say.
To be honest with you, I'm gonna be keeping real with you. That's gonna be literally impossible. I think that, and I hate what I'm saying. It hurts what I say, what I'm saying, but it's the truth. Because if you want to know what's gonna be needed to change things, it's. And I hate to say this word, but war. You know what I mean? It's literally that. You're talking about an organized gang who are given a gun, a badge, a vest, a car, and pretty
license
much all license to kill with communication system that, you know, like, hey, we do this and we do that. Operating on a 24-hour structure where they have a brotherhood that is basically saying that, you know, we look out for each other, and when those things arrive and those things happen, and you have the person that done it outright get a 3rd-degree murder charge, but the other 3 don't. You know what I mean? There's something that military justice can't mock that real world justice, because you know that real world justice is going to need those same cops, so to speak, back on the street doing their thing. That's why a lot of them get pretty much passes for killing black men. And I hate it because at the end of the day, you know, there's no coming back from that type of thing. However, but there's no coming back from what we've already experienced either, because you know we're at a strategic loss, but I don't see the fight or the energy needing to die in anyone anytime soon. I don't really care how they say it. We need to do this. We need to do that. I'm not a passive Negro. I'm not one of those ones that say, okay, I'm okay with the status quo. You know, I've been up and I've been down in my life, and I know that, you know, to be up, I'm going to need to be devoid of any kind of barriers that keep me from being successful. And when I'm sitting here with the potential of a cop with a grudge to have against me because of my skin color, that means that this cop can sit here and put charges on me that essentially keep me from either one getting accepted to a place of employment, or somewhere in housing, or a social status group, you know, and then therefore my life is put on hold. And then that defeats the purpose of me creating generational wealth for the next generation of black people. So therefore we're then again stuck with the whole gas station mentality of niggas saying, okay, the dude is good. Well, this motherfucker made his money more times over. His kids is good out there going to them Dunlap schools, you know what I mean? And so, but we're still on the bottom sitting there saying, hey man, let me get a cigarette, let me get a pack, man, let me get it for $5 instead of $5.50, the cheapest city come up you've ever heard. And before I go too further, I want to thank y'all. You know what I mean, for letting me come on. You know, people sharing Boyz your podcast all the time, and you know what I'm saying. You know, proud of you. You already know that. I be on your ass. You know, even though you look like Young Thug in this month. You know what I'm saying. No, but we gotta also remember that. You know, we're not gonna be able to do it by ourselves. But the next time someone asks you anything, just tell them, say, hey, look, a white person get mad for anything that they think that, you know, when this is a racial incident. Ask them that if you could think hypothetically and take every black person and mixed person out of this country that was in any way touched, you know, or have black blood in them, take them out of this country, period. You know, set up a whole new country where they could be in their own way, but America is devoid of black people. Who do you think the cops gonna come after next? The poor whites. And 9 times out of 10, wherever
Mexican
you talk
niggas.
to,
Mexicans hate niggas.
Exactly.
I don't understand that because I've been in sales forever.
That's
Like,
why
bro,
the
they
Mexicans
literally
got
come
boots out there
in.
Chicago.
They literally come in like mad deep and look down on me and shit. Like, and you can feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the Spanish girl. I can get that because, you know what I'm saying, the dialect and shit, whatever, and the language. But nigga, after working there so long, you start like mayate, that's nigga, shit like that. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And motherfuckers start giggling and shit like. And it's just like, dog, like, nigga, you don't even fucking got a green card, nigga. Like, nigga, you getting paid under the table, nigga. How dare you, nigga? Like, alright, bro. Alright, bro. I'm gonna shut up. Because I was finna go in on their ass and shit.
Hey, man, speaking
You motherfuckers smell like that elote and shit. That lemon motherfucking mayonnaise, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. Tortilla eating ass motherfuckers. But I love everybody that's Mexican that watch this. I love Mexican bitches too and shit.
And I love them motherfuckers.
I
You know
love
what I'm
elote.
I love them.
I love elote too. But like, bruh, motherfucker, that shit be literally, it blows me, bro. Like,
No, I feel
nigga.
you though, bro.
Like, it's like, it comes to a point where
like.
like, we're not supposed to express feelings as black men, but like shit like that, I can get it from a white motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But once they talk to me, but how's that sexist?
You just said you're not supposed to express your feelings as a man.
It's a black man, you're not supposed to express your feelings.
I feel it, but
But-
that's sexist. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, but
it
anywho,
is.
motherfucking, like, I get it from a white person, but usually when I talk to them, they warm up easy. Alright, I thought you was, you know what I'm saying, woo-woo and shit. But a Mexican, bro, like, literally, they'll come in and, like, look, like, down on me like I'm less than and shit, and, like, mad aggressive towards me and shit. I'm like, bro, like, I ain't do shit to you and shit. Like, I mean, shit, El Chapo ain't feed you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You out here fixing roofs and shit. I need my grass cut, nigga. I got $17. What's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you, nigga? But whatever, man. But shit, I mean, that shit with them, I don't know what it is with them, bro. Like, in other races, bro, like, don't fuck with us. And
I just think what it is, I think honestly, bro, on a subconscious level, with Mexicans, bro, I feel like Mexicans look down on African American melanated people because they feel like, oh, we coming over here, and we making it happen for ourselves. Why y'all not making it happen? Not understanding all the fucking systematic oppression and the blindness that every black person that was forced to be in America goes through every fucking day. Just imagine not knowing your ancestors and your culture at all and shit and trying to find yourself and then one, like, man, that's a whole other conversation for another day. But like Mexicans, I don't know. I just feel like they have strong cultural ties.
yeah.
I just like
I
it's
appreciate
weird.
that, and I admire that
weird.
shit.
I admire it as well. And I just feel like I don't know. It's very weird. I've seen Mexicans and Puerto Ricans that fuck with black people and melanated people, but I've rarely seen them have babies by them. I've rarely seen like a Mexican, you know, like a melanated person have a family. I just see like motherfuckers. She got black in her though. I just feel like a lot of Mexicans be so culturally so strong and rooted to their culture and shit that they don't like no out. They don't be wanting no outsiders in their shit. But
Which
like,
I don't mind.
I can
Like,
respect it and shit, but at the same time, regardless of what you look like, your race, your sex, your motherfucking any form of anything that makes us different and shit, we still people at the end of the day. So you should treat me with the same respect that I treat you with, because that's how I am with people, bro. I treat people.
You can't project how you feel
Yeah,
about other people.
I treat motherfuckers accordingly. For example, you know what I'm saying? If you around me and you present yourself as a fuck nigga, then I'm gonna treat you as a fuck nigga. I might disrespect you. I might tell you I slap the shit out you and really slap you, and because that's how you presented yourself to me. But if you come around and you 1,000 the whole way, then I'm gonna treat you with the respect that a man deserves, because that's how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like in a weird thing, like you can even be known like either of y'all could be known as a fuck nigga in the streets and your name be bad as fuck, but you always come around me and you 100 as fuck. So I'm gonna look at you as a 100 ass person, because that's how you carry yourself around me and shit. But that's just my perspective.
They don't really necessarily even know like what we have to deal with too and shit. Like
It's
then
not-
I had to like
It's not for.
Yeah,
I
know
feel
it's
like
not.
it's not for the next person to
To
try
know
to
your struggle.
to try to know the motherfucker's struggle. Is just to understand that motherfuckers is people at the end of the day. Everybody deserves the same respect that you go through. Everybody's struggling not the same. I'm going through struggles. You going through struggles. Our shit may not be the same, but we still struggling in this motherfucker. We trying to make it happen. Respect me, I'm gonna respect you and shit. Like, can we talk to the white people?
hold up. Have you ever heard of the talk? I had to give that shit to my little brother the other day, bro.
Like the talk about like fucking these hoes.
No, not that one. Like the talk about like dealing
The
with police
racism
and
talk.
shit,
Oh, the
bro.
police talk.
Like, bro,
Not
nigga,
yet.
I had to give
Not
that shit to
yet.
my little brother because he tall, black dreads now and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah. So how like if I get like stopped by the police because he's seeing all this shit too. Like, how do I gotta do it? I'm like, nigga, it's fucked up, but you gotta have this. This is your instrument and shit, nigga. If they start fucking with you or your homies and shit, you have to record these motherfuckers. Like, nigga, like you have to. It's like it's a phone.
Record
Everybody
about
got
the
one.
strength.
You got to and shit off top. And then I had to tell him like, you know what I'm saying, don't really get loud and shit. Don't start doing all that. I know my right shit and blah blah blah. Cause then I seen my nigga get slammed on his fucking neck at his mom's crib for trying to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I had fucked up encounters. Fucked up ass encounters with police and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smiley and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And it's weird, any melanated people watching this right now, just think about it. How many of y'all that had a gun put on you by the police before? And I'm just gonna ask that. How many motherfuckers in this? How many motherfuckers on this podcast right now that had a gun put on them by the police before? Come on, bro. You see,
That's not
any
normal.
white person and shit. You know what I'm saying? How many times you had the gun pulled on you by the police? Drop some comments, because I real life want to know. And while we talking about the white people, I want to speak on that
And
shit.
let
Honestly,
social media tell it I ain't fucking black.
Alright. Anyway,
You know what I mean? So shit.
Like, we gonna, you
I just feel like
I know
you know. I don't know. Have y'all been? You've seen all this shit low key. It's kind of refreshing with all this shit going on, because you kind of seeing the racism bleed out of motherfuckers on social media.
Yeah,
and I don't know about y'all, but I've been getting in some real heated debates with motherfuckers on social media.
I'm blocked on Facebook for 30 days because I've been in the comments. Wow,
Fuckers like ignorant as fuck.
You feel me? So it's like, and I just feel like it is motherfucking 20. It's like, bro, I feel like I should not have to explain the environment for a melanated person in America to no white motherfucker. If you try to act like you blind to this shit, then bro, you part of the motherfucking problem. If you don't know what the fuck it's like to be, you ain't supposed to know what it's like to be African, to be a melanated person in America. But you should know the struggles that a motherfucking melanated person go through in America. So motherfuckers all in the comments acting blind and retarded. Let me not say retarded, I apologize. Acting blind to the fact and shit, bro. That shit just, like, acting like they ignorant and they don't know. Like, save that shit, bro. Like, save that shit. The only thing I got you for sure. The only thing I'm trying to hear from a white person right now in this environment that we in America is that I stand with you 100%. And if you being fucking silent right now and you not saying
that's
shit,
too.
No, that's part of the motherfucking problem, because it's not enough at this point right now. It's not enough to be motherfucking to not speak up. You gotta be anti-racist. You gotta speak up and shit. I need every motherfucking white person. Mm-hmm. If you not with the fuckery, I need you to let motherfuckers know. Mm-hmm. Period. That's just how I'm feeling right now and shit. Nigga, I'm at the grocery store. I'm like, it's just weird, bruh. I'm at the grocery store. I'm at Alwyn's fucking grabbing meat for the barbecue we had today. And motherfuckers, it's just weird. The environment right now is just weird as fuck. Cause you know me, I be out with my daughter by myself, and it's usually like, yeah, oh, your daughter is cute. I know, I appreciate it and shit. It's just like, you feel you feel the tension between other cultures, and I'm just out with my daughter and shit is fucked up, bro. I'm not going out nowhere right now without no fucking protection because I don't know who the fuck to trust. I'm worried about white motherfuckers. I'm worried about fucking black people. I'm worried about the motherfucking police, and I got my motherfucking daughter with me, and we getting the fuck to the crib. So it's just like the tension in the. I'm not fucking with this shit, and this like something need to fucking give. Honestly, that's just. That's my piece, man. Honestly, what you gotta say, Swat?
I'm going back to our people and shit. All this shit is like the overarching thing and shit is for the betterment of black people and shit. If you don't know what the fuck betterment is, Google that shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't agree with the shit that's going on, nigga, it's for your people. Shut the fuck up. If it's anything negative or derogatory and shit, shut the fuck up. Like for real, like at this point, because that shit, you sound stupid. I mean, yeah, you might not agree with like certain shit or whatever and shit, but like, nigga, don't make your motherfucking social media voice be heard and shit, like going against your own people and shit, because you sound dumb. And then once this shit open back up, I don't remember you motherfuckers, and I'm drawing down on you niggas and shit. It's a couple motherfuckers. So what's that shit you was saying, blood? And shit, you ain't like you ain't with the motherfucking melody and shit, like you with the white folks, ain't you and shit? You with the police and shit? You 12, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
No, niggas 13. You assisting the 12 and shit. So you 12 plus 1. We call you niggas 13.
Like for real, dog.
Android 13. Cause you motherfucking.
Android 13 was a cold nigga, dog. Don't ever disrespect the guy off the anime and shit.
Android 13 was a cold nigga. I ain't gonna.
That's finna go over so many people head.
Oh no, bro. Motherfuckers be sleep on anime, bro.
No, anime is a culture now, bro.
Bro, come
Meg
on,
Thee Stallion, bro. Nigga. She be on all that. She was on a fucking live with Crunchyroll and shit. That's the biggest anime streaming company, period, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Only thing, it's a lot of racism in anime and shit because like all the nerd culture is being appropriated now because it's cool. You know, I'm with that shit all day since I was a shorty and shit. But like, motherfuckers be like doing gateways and shit. Like, so if somebody black do a cosplay, say he do a cosplay of Naruto, like Goku or some shit, motherfuckers be in the comments, oh, ghetto Goku, nigga Goku, shit like that. Like, real shit. No, real shit, bro. It be black girls and shit that be killing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, black people, we always gravitated towards the anime
jump
shit.
in different lanes,
you know what I'm saying? Always. Especially, like, Dragon Ball Z, that was everybody gateway and shit, period and shit, on Toonami and all that shit. But, like, yeah, they be, like, gateway and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it be weird. Even with Meg Thee Stallion, I was watching the motherfucking live stream. She had, like, half red and half white hair and like a little shit on her eye for like Todoroki off My Hero Academia. Super popular anime and shit right now and shit, like probably the biggest shit in the world. And motherfuckers in there, oh bitch, what's the like bro, like calling her a nigger, like just like some disgusting like even racist shit. I ain't even like I'm with the jokes and with the harsh shit. I love harsh ass jokes, but they going in on donkey face ass, stupid ass, slut mouth ass bitch. Fucked up, like, bro, they going in on her and shit. I'm like, dog, all this over what? Nigga, she just putting our culture out there and shit. Cause nigga, motherfucker, like, I was one of them niggas that used to get made fun of for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even cap. Like, nigga, you watching that weird shit, you a weird nigga and all that. I was one of them niggas and shit. Now it's cool and shit. And she's bringing it out, and you know what I'm saying? And black people, like, really fucking with it. And y'all, like, throwing dirt on this shit. So, like, fuck all y'all
black people throw dirt on every fucking thing. Ain't nothing good enough for us.
It ain't nothing good, bro.
I mean, a point you made earlier, I want to also address, like, just to give clarification. I got a lot of Spanish friends. I really, you know, I really go hard for them. You know, I know, you know, Mexicans from Cali to, you know, New York, you know, gang members. I mean, to real dark, you know, business owners. I mean, a lot of different ones. We have to all remember that what Mexicans probably hate about us, the ones that you see out here causing the problem, is what you see a lot of black people unfortunately hate about themselves. You know what I mean? Once again, we come back to a class system, and of course we know this is America, and of course we know that when you look upon this class system, it's also, you know, tied into the racist system that we live in, where, of course, blacks are, you know,
the hegemony too.
Yeah, the most predominant minority in this country. But, you know, with Mexicans, you know, in Latin America catching up so to follow, you know, if you don't mix every one of them together, probably individually they don't account for a number that surpasses us. But if you do elite them all in one umbrella, then yes, they do. With that being said, it's being seen that over years that we're not taking advantage of the things that they would, and so they see us as as possibly an enemy. Why? Because what we do and what we've been dealing with in America for so long, and that we forget on a constant basis that we're here right now. The media pitches us in a certain way, and the world sees it, regardless of how they pick it up and digest it and then regurgitate it out. It depends on how they feel the next day, and then therefore it's easy to sit here and say, oh, let's go attack a bunch of blacks because of this. They're the ones causing trouble, and this country will be better. They're probably a lot of Latin Americans, Mexicans particularly, are sold on a lot of that "Make America Great Again" speech. Yeah, they're sold on it. So therefore they'll follow behind the, oh, let's do this and let's close the border so the other Mexicans can't make it in, and then they're okay. But they don't care because, as you said, they have great cultural ties. I mean, black people we were severed from the tie once we came here, and everything that we learned was beat out of us and killed off from us. But at the same time, when you only have the Rio Grande to pass instead of the Atlantic Ocean, you are able to definitely keep a lot of your cultural heritage. I mean, shit, we celebrate Cinco de Mayo way harder than we ever celebrate Juneteenth. So,
not this year. We sending that bitch up.
No, I mean, any other year. We're going to a new normal. We're going to a new normal in America. But along with what you're saying, I'm just tying off of everything that y'all said before because I follow and I just try to keep everything in tune. Shit. As far as white Americans, some of them, I have a good number of them that are good, and as far as making it known their intentions and how they feel, how they will sit here and be like, oh, I got the greatest quote from a white man the other day where he was in a conversation with another white person as far as how they felt, and another white person felt against him, where he said, let me explain to you, once they said, well, they have black on black crime all the time. He said, let me explain something to you. When a black man kills another black man,
and then because he's black,
and he's caught, it's not the cause or defect or anything like that, because once the act is done, the cause is over with. And so once his black man kills another black man, he's caught and he's convicted, he goes to jail, he does his time, and he sit here and the family is brought to some sort of peace because of that. Regardless if he's electrocuted or what. It is not the same when a cop does it to a person. He goes on administrative leave, gets a charge that's less than what he actually did, possibly gets paid while he's off leave, find that there's no wrongdoing before he goes to court, and then therefore he never gets sentenced and that family never gets peace. So it's apples to oranges. So therefore, when you sit here and next time anybody out there, you talk to somebody that's white, that doesn't agree and doesn't see it on this length and all that, you tell them that you probably are the problem. Because the ones that don't say anything, that is the catalyst of what you call white privilege. It's easy to sit here and get silent when something doesn't have nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? It's easy to say that privilege is great. You can look at that TV screen, see that cop put his neck on that black man's neck, and he said, I can't breathe and die. And
he called out for his mama.
And he called for his mama. You can look at that and say, look, that's not one of my people. On to the next business. Whereas it is traumatizing. It is traumatizing. And I won't even go into the PTSD factor of what all these things are doing to black America. With the psychological mind frame that we're stuck in a fearful society. That when we walk out our door in a day, will it be your last? Will you be sitting here and say, man, I just talked to Ken the other day. You know what I'm saying? I just seen Kev on the radio the other day. You know what I mean? That type of thing flashes through my mind more than anything. And therefore we sit in a society that's either is struggling to understand that as a whole. I mean, at the end of the day, you just gonna have to burn this bitch to the ground.
And I also, and with that being said, I do want to say big shouts out to anybody that's not melanated fighting a good fight, letting people know that you supporting us and fighting with us and shit. I know me and Kev Hendricks just dragged every fucking culture through the fucking mud, but the motherfuckers that's fighting the good fight and that's with us and shit, man. We see you when we rocking with you, man. It's all motherfucking love, man. You love everybody, and you love everything. That's perfect, man. I want happy motherfucking Pride Month, bitch.
Before we I got one thing to say. Stop getting on the person that was recording that shit. It was a 17-year-old
right,
girl.
It was a little girl.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she was crying. Like, they had a video of her.
I seen the motherfucker crying. I didn't know she was 17.
Bro, she was 17-year-old girl,
She
bro.
just turned
Recorded
17 years old, like a couple months ago.
She was like, nigga, I watched a nigga that could have been my dad die in front of me.
Dad's gonna follow her for the rest of her life.
Yes.
And I
For
couldn't do
her
nothing.
life. She needs a civil lawsuit against those cops.
If they get money for
See
that,
what I'm
which they
saying?
will, they need to pay Shorty and shit. Cause if
Yeah.
just imagine back in the day, all
That
the
trauma
time,
is gonna be a motherfucker.
all the
That
times
shit,
they had
she
cameras.
low-key, her video though, she should go down in motherfucking history. Honestly.
Yeah, in this day and age, it's like that, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even know her name, but man,
Yeah, I don't know her name. I seen a video of her, bro.
I feel the pain, folks, because I got a daughter from I only could imagine.
17 watching
You know what I'm
nigga
saying? I only could
38,
imagine, bro.
38, 40 dying.
I only could
in front of
imagine,
her.
and that's the difference.
Nigga, that was my dad.
That's the difference between me and my daughter age, so I only could imagine, so I know her pain and shit. What the fuck she supposed
And
to
low
do?
key, I fucking respect that shit, bro. Cause instead, just because she's so young, like instead of her running off on some scared shit, she stayed there.
Yeah.
And actually recorded that shit, so motherfuckers actually knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
I definitely
Big
respect
shouts
that
out
shit,
to her,
for
bro.
real.
Big
That's
shouts out
some
to her.
strength. That's some strength.
Period.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to take too much time and get on the soapbox or anything like that, but
Get on that motherfucker and shit.
I think because of where we headed in this country, we got to think about this in a more systematic, economic way as far as black people. And I will say this to anybody in the crowd, or anybody listening, or you up here, you too. If you got loved ones, you got family, you got a daughter. Whatever it is, what you got to do. I know it's gonna come down to it. It's gonna seem like damn, it's a lot of money, but it's an investment. We have to change the tide of history by going with what we know. And I know this is gonna sound real cold and hard, but one thing that we do know is that we're gonna die. Everybody in this room is gonna die. It's inevitable. It's part of life. However, but being that we're dying, without the lifelong assurances of other races, and anything, it could be our last with things like this happening and the way the world is going. Get life insurance. Get the best plan you can get that's gonna pay your people out as much money as possible.
You think Layla
yeah.
You think Layla ain't covered?
I know,
Layla
but your
good
listeners,
covered, but yeah, hell
the listeners
yeah.
need to know.
You bet, yeah.
The listeners need to know, because this changes generational wealth. If you sit here and put in your policy that my son or my daughter or my little brother or somebody like that doesn't get that until they finish college, or at least get a degree in college, and then they get that money, it gives them an incentive to go after something bigger than themselves. And you know as much as how much I preach about higher education. But at the same time, being able to come out of higher education with a bag, you feel me? To be able to pay that shit off and then start fresh, brand new, then creates another generational wealth gap, and then therefore we do it. Because at the end of the day, the way that we've grown and the way that we lived in America as black people, it has to be over. And that's what I mean by burn it to the ground. We have too many black people not on the same page. You know what I mean? We're not, so you got the angry black, you got the passive black, and then you got everybody in between. And then sometimes, the angry black is good, the passive black is good, but at the same time, one person is not your time to shine, it's not your time either. But we need to all come together with a better understanding that, look, if we're not going to do this together, we need to get the fuck away from each other. You know what I mean?
Everybody has a role in shit.
Yeah.
But niggas don't like to play their role and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a all for one mentality and shit, like with us.
Crabs in a barrel.
It's fucked up and shit, but I mean, it's just
Go back to slave times, bro. Niggas never had shit.
But hopefully all this shit, because I've never seen this many black people geared to do the same thing at once and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's some blatant fuck up some shit or protest, it's either one or the other.
Y'all
Fucking up some
together
shit.
to do something.
Yeah, y'all either fucking up some shit or y'all protesting peacefully. Y'all protesting good in the daytime once a night.
I took my trash out and I was scared as fuck last night. I was like, man, this motherfucker tired.
Yeah, I mean,
I know I'm gonna sound weird for saying this, and I know I said burn it to the ground, but did they really let them tigers out the zoo? Because I took my trash out last night. I took my trash out and I was scared as fuck last night. I was like, man, this motherfucker tired getting me and I got a knife.
that just threw me off. What the fuck was that?
You heard about the tiger?
The tiger did get thrown out. The tiger did fucking. I heard about that shit, bro. I ain't believe that shit either. I had to ask my OG to confirm it. Yeah, folks. Yeah, niggas really let the tiger out the zoo. Folks.
Not here, but in Chicago.
They let the tigers out the zoo here, nigga.
No, they only let 2 donkeys out, nigga. That's what motherfucking the park district reported, nigga. They let 2 donkeys out.
2 donkeys, good.
And they found them bitches.
I ain't never got to worry about donkeys attacking me.
You know what I'm saying? But in Chicago, they let everything out, nigga.
Kick the shit out
Bro, this one nigga had some. Bro, this one nigga had some fucking kangaroos, nigga. He had about 13 baby kangaroos and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Then the one nigga had motherfucking a baby hyena in the back.
I seen a nigga.
Swear.
I seen the dude with 8 baby kangaroos with all diapers on and he just chilling and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got all white G Fazos to
We
sell and shit.
getting out of here.
Y'all niggas.
Like, I'm gonna have my kangaroos whoop your ass. You know them kangaroos grow up and be boxing like a mug? We got hands. I seen a kangaroo throw another kangaroo on the ground like he owed a money. I was like, he gonna give you your shit.
Hey, y'all seen the dude that stole the police horse?
Oh, I seen that. I seen that. I was like, damn.
These niggas stole the goddamn train out the motherfucking mall and some shit.
Bro, niggas stealing all the time.
Yeah,
Bro, it's a bunch of niggas in Atlanta right now with rollies, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, bro. Them niggas got rollies, bro. Right now.
I seen that Rolex spot get popped in was it New York or something?
One in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
And New York.
Yeah, that was.
Icebox, bro.
Nasty. They hit the bro. Them niggas robbed the weed store in LA.
Bro, I seen a nigga.
Really? It's getting that bad?
Yeah. Bro, it was a dude that drive the fucking Demon and his man's drive the Hellcat off the showroom lot and they had a truck that left first that ran through the motherfucking window. And then it was like a fucking Cadillac Escalade truck ran through the window. Then a Hellcat Demon came out. And I'm like, y'all niggas wildin', bro. Why the fuck? Why the fuck?
That's okay, man.
I ain't gonna shit on y'all niggas, but yeah. But all y'all niggas that stole the phones and shit, Apple, like, yeah, that shit ain't gonna work.
Hey, what you mean, nigga? Hey,
$150, I'll unlock the bitches. $150, I'll unlock the bitches.
I bought it from somebody and it was stolen. I didn't know it was stolen.
They can't put a SIM card in that bitch because that bitch locked. But if you bring it to Kevin, $150, I'll unlock the bitches and shit. You know?
Don't bring it to Kevin.
You heard that? That's
Hey,
man.
Hey, one of our fans, one of our fans needs some advice, man.
Oh.
Hey, now we've been telling y'all for the longest, man. If you got any questions or you need some advice, man, come holler at the Sheridan Boyz. We're gonna give you the realest perspective. The realest perspective, period.
He gotta say what it is first.
So basically
I know you got something to say. Hold up.
I'm gonna give you this scenario.
It's a setup.
I'm gonna give you this scenario. So basically, a fan of the show, been watching this. It don't even matter how long you've been watching the show, but he dealing with this girl, and he been fucking with her for a minute. But he wondering how he deal with her because she been on some fucking crazy ass shit. I guess coming to his job, like acting crazy, like you got me fucked up, type shit. Keyed his car. Keyed the whip like nuts. You know what I'm saying? So he just wondering how he deal with her, and he only been fucking with the bitch for a week.
Question. Can we go around in circle?
Wait, no.
Hold up.
You just said that
Can we go around in circle
with her for a minute.
No,
you just said.
He said he ain't been fucking with her for a minute.
He was fucking with her.
This definitely ain't it.
Hey, can we pass the top pin on this?
I want to put the Dukes on her.
Hold up.
He wants to get rid of the bitch, but she know where he work at and she know where he live. So he don't know how he really can get rid of this bitch. So we gonna start with Kev Hendricks.
All right, for one, nigga, it's your fault. You should have seen the fuck. No. We gonna take all accountability and shit. You know what I'm saying? On this shit. You should have seen them fucking signs off top to not fuck with a crazy bitch. That's your fault. You ain't put your game enough down and shit. She don't respect you enough not to do that shit. She don't know that you might smack the life out the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Smack the edges off the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Smack the lashes off the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no sisters that's gonna come and beat the brakes off the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta Caitlyn and motherfucking Kiera and shit that come beat the bitch down the stairs and shit. You feel me? That's your problem and shit, and I blame you.
Damn, it's hilarious because he offered no advice.
It's your fault.
You didn't say it was your fault.
But
it's your fault.
It's your
I
fault,
feel
Playboy.
him because
I got no advice. It's your fault.
I feel him because I feel like people is responsible for at least 80% of the shit that happened to them. Motherfuckers don't like to be accountable for their own shit. But I fuck with you, and with that being said, bro, I ain't gonna cap, bro, because I know how this ends, bro. She would have scratched my shit. She would have scratched. Ooh.
Doop. Me, Mom, I'm sorry.
He ain't offering no advice either.
Hey, no,
He
I'm
was saying beat the bitch.
No,
But-
I'm not. I'm saying to not beat the bitch. I'm just saying if she.
So the
would've-
bitch scratch
if
your
she would've-
motherfucking marrow.
Hey, I had a bitch crash.
Scratch your marrow, bro.
I had a bitch crash one of my whips. I had a bitch
Not
crash.
the marrow.
No, not the marrow.
Not
bro.
the marrow.
How much you paying a month for that
She
bitch?
crashed the drop.
How much you paying a
And
month for that
drop,
bitch?
it ain't even about.
How much you love that
That drop,
motherfucker?
I do love
Total
that
that
bitch.
bitch.
I love the drop though. I love the drop just as much as I
Total
love
that
the
bitch.
marrow and
Okay,
shit.
I
You know what I'm
forgot
saying?
about that.
Yeah, total to drop though. I'm
Forgot
talking,
about
but you know what I'm saying?
That
So
was an
like,
accident though. This
that was an accident. But
intent matters, nigga. She did this out of hate, nigga.
yeah, this came
Fuck
from
your
a,
shit.
This came from a hateful place. So what I think is you can't either. It's gonna be domestic violence, but you got shit. But you got shit to lose. I don't condone hitting females on no. Oh no! I don't condone hitting females at all. You know what I'm saying?
Unless she spit on you.
I give it a 3-strike rule. If a female hit you 3 times, like literally 3, meet, then defend yourself. But then don't. But you ain't gotta mop the bitch back. You can subdue her or choke the bitch or something. But I ain't gonna cap, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It sounds fucked up to say, and I don't even condone. I don't even condone this type of shit, bruh. But bruh,
Put your pinky finger up.
bro, you gotta get a restraining order on the bitch.
Ooh. How much dick was you dropping on this bitch? Did
Oh,
you lick her
bro,
booty or
you
some
had
shit?
Dick on the bitch.
That bro, you had to have been dropping dick from the ceiling, but again, that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's neither here nor there, bro. You gonna have to get the restraining order, bro, because she gonna continue to come to
Ain't
your
a lot
job,
to let
bro.
go on that shit.
She gonna continue to come to your job, bro. She gonna continue to fuck your shit up, bro. She gonna come to your crib, bro. You might have some whole other situations you dealing with. She pop up, might fuck up some whole other dealings you got going on, bro. You gotta get the restraining order and let the bitch know, bitch, you gonna go to jail. And I ain't gonna cap. That might not even stop the bitch, bro. For real, bro. This is just like.
Not a bitch like me.
I just feel like
nigga, you got me fucked
I
up.
don't
You
know,
got me
but
fucked up.
you just gotta. I don't know. You just kind of gotta get the restraining order and shit. Cause I can't even say. You can't even like. I feel like dick in this situation wouldn't make it no better. Cause usually I would just. Usually I would just say drop. I would say drop more dick, better.
Right.
I would say drop better dick than you dropped before. But I don't think this will work.
She gonna kill him.
It's not a dick dropping situation. It's
Yeah,
not a dick dropping
It's not one of them
situation.
situations.
He
man.
dropped too much dick. That's his problem.
I'm gonna pass it to K. I'm gonna pass it. What you think? I don't know, folks. You gotta get a restraining order, bro.
She got the pee.
Bruh, this ain't it, bruh. Cause obviously, in my opinion, she got.
She not gonna stop.
No, she ain't. She definitely
Let
ain't
her
gonna stop.
talk.
But
Let
that's
her
because
talk. Let her talk.
in her mind, nigga, you gotta have some type of whole ass tendencies for her to even be pulling this shit. Especially if y'all don't know each other like that.
Damn, saying you just like a whole nigga in your soul.
I mean, shit.
Damn,
Cause
I ain't
ain't
think
no
about
way
it
in
like
hell
that.
a
I
bitch
ain't
gonna
think-
do some shit like that to a nigga she know gonna do something.
We said this. We said the same thing. We said
Like,
the same
man,
thing.
come on, like, man, nah, this ain't it, Playboy. She gotta go. Or either it's gonna be domestic violence. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's nothing else to say.
Alright, man.
Oh God, this ain't it, Playboy.
We gonna pass it. We gonna
That
pass
pussy
it.
ain't got that much power.
You don't.
No, bro. Like what?
That shit was probably whack too.
No.
Crazy bitches. I
Fuck
mean,
outta here.
crazy bitches do be fucking crazy.
Some good pussy, folks.
They be
pass
fucking
it.
crazy.
We gonna pass it to him and
Alright.
think what he say, man. What do you think, like, man?
You know, I'm just older, so I mean, I'm gonna have like probably a lame, answer solution to this, but you know, back in when I was younger.
Back in my day.
Yeah, back in my day, old man once told me, he said, Hannibal, listen, you can't always give them the whole, you gotta give them the half sometimes. And I just, he just told me, he said, look, don't give them 12, give them 6. because when give 12 to the ones that's worthy.
Crazy as hell.
And I
gave that bitch 20 from what.
and I'm sitting here looking in my head like, how do you do that when you know what I'm saying, you used to going balls deep. So it was sort of like, it took me forever to learn that concept and understand why that really was what it was, but I need more details. Really, what was, say she might be a schizo type of chick. She might be one of them super possessive, next day we in a relationship type women. You know what I mean? Whatever he did, he gotta undo, and he gotta undo it quickly, because at the end of the day, once you start damaging your property,
Oh yeah, bitch, no.
that's a declaration of war. Don't fuck with my car. When somebody sit here and flatten my car, all 4 tires one time, and I checked my phone for the last 10 bad texts I had, and I went after every one of them motherfuckers. So therefore, every car.
You knew it was a rookie, bro, because they flattened off 4 tires and not 3 of them.
I found that rookie.
Can we pass this bitch around one more time? Cause I got something
Nah,
to say
man,
about
fuck
this
it,
bitch.
man.
Nah, cuz, like I said, y'all both agree with me. Nigga, it is your fucking fault. You didn't do your due diligence on this bitch. You ain't actually get to know this bitch and take this bitch mask off. And this bitch is crazy. That is your fucking fault, nigga. Motherfucking, you shouldn't be just fucking bitches that you don't know, nigga. It say in the Bible, motherfucking, you need to know a bitch.
That's hard to do.
No, you not even right now.
Nah, bro. Some bitches, bro, like, nigga, you get that vibe, like, this bitch, she one of them, off top, I'm your girlfriend and shit. I'm like, hold on, bitch, we just eat chicken, bitch. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
You
know what I'm
right.
saying?
When
You
them ones
vibes,
jump up, you
nigga.
gotta be like, slow down.
You know what I'm
Tell
saying?
all them bitches they gotta go.
And then, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you said. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, you bitch, you gonna break that motherfucker.
Yeah, but I don't know what you said. You could have been on some motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, I love you off site type shit. I don't know what it was, but it was something
Hell
about
yeah,
you.
we don't know what his nigga
Like,
did.
I don't know what it was about you, but like, you know what I'm saying?
This
You
nigga probably
different.
toxic for all the fuck we know.
You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't even a toxic factor. He could have just been lovey-dovey and shit, telling all these bitches he love them and shit. He kissed the
I
bitch.
love all my bitches.
I mean, I love all my bitches
To a
that love
certain
me.
extent.
But, nigga, first week?
Not first week, though.
You giving everything you got to a bitch the first week or first
Hey, I
day?
ain't gonna cap. I done gave a bitch all the
Yeah,
bitch
nah.
I had the first day. Like,
Nah,
damn,
bro,
bitch.
it's different.
Bro,
Is you
that's
fucking
all the thing I got,
We
bitch. All that you got.
Nah,
That's
it's
just
different. Is you fucking this? Is you fucking her with your
That's
heart?
all I got is dick.
Stupid ass bitch.
Oh my god.
I need
It's
more.
okay, bro.
I need more details.
It's okay.
Yeah, I
more
do
details.
too.
Hey.
It sound like he was fucking this bitch with his heart. He was making love off top.
Right.
Bitch, I
You
never
don't talk about motherfucking-
fuck with anybody else besides you, bitch. You the best pussy I ever had. Like, he was
Bitch, I hope
hard.
you pregnant in the morning. Stupid ass. Like, bro, no.
Shit like that. And then she was like, nigga, all that shit you said to me last night, you blew up my booty hole and shit,
Nobody
bitch.
say that. And
You know what I'm saying? You blew up my booty hole, nigga. What the fuck did that you, nigga?
Tracy Ellis Ross, of course.
You lick my toes and shit, nigga. You just gonna leave, nigga? Talking about, nah, this we ain't together. Nigga, I'll fucking your shit up, nigga. You know that? So, I mean, I don't know what you were saying, but I hope everything work out for you and shit. This
So,
advice
but
is
have the Sheridan boy.
horrible
I just
as fuck.
think we need more details. But at the same time, I feel like you got some real life perspectives on this shit, and I feel like you got everything you need to know to handle your problem, my nigga. And that's from the soul. That's from us, man. That's for you. We did that for you. Period. And I want to shout out another one of my fans, another one of the fucking viewers, because she got me booked. She putting money in the nigga pocket. Big shouts out to Casey, because I done got,
Ain't you supposed to still give her a t-shirt?
Hey, bro, yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, my
You're
printer,
supposed to give her a t-shirt for about
Nah.
3-4 episodes now.
hey, my printer fucked up. My printer fucked up. I got you. Don't think it's
Excuses
you.
are monuments or nothing.
Hey, man, I know, man. Hey, I low-key just need to buy a new printer, but I'm real cheap, so I'm trying to finesse the printer I got right now. But
You owe her a smoke session or something.
I got you. Hey, man. Hey, I take good care of Casey, man. You know I take good care of you, man. But enough of that. I just really...
Casey, I've been to your house.
What?
I've been to your house. Shout out Georgetown.
Before we get in too deep, before we get the fuck out of here, man, I really wanna get back to fucking saying a happy Pride Month to sis ass right here, man. Happy.
Period.
Hey, and I also want to say that fun fact, bro, Pride the first Pride parade was a fucking riot, and that shit was a protest, bruh. And a lot of motherfuckers went to jail. And I don't know, and it was a black queen that fucking low key I got you, folks. It was a black queen. It was a black queen that was instrumental in fucking everybody in the LGBTQ. Did I get it right? Mm-hmm. Let's get it. Let's get it. The LGBTQ community.
I think it's an eye on there now.
No. It was a black queen that was responsible for all of the LGBTQ people getting the rights that they got today. So I just feel like, so for everybody that got the motherfucking rights today, to just know that shit came from a black queen. I don't know her name right now off the top of my head, but if you want more information on that shit, just look up LGBTQ or Pride in Stonewall, and they give you all the information you need. And with that being said, all the shit that's going on right now and shit, just know this it's a bright ass future because, hey man, like if you're a lot like the greatest things come from the darkest, from the most fucked up circumstances.
Oh yeah.
Now I really believe that shit.
Hey, story time. We went to Pride, right?
Damn, that was
God, please don't.
Sorry. When somebody say please don't, it's a good story. Roll them.
Boy, we almost went to jail. So what's it? It's a great story. Matter of fact, go ahead, fuck it.
Nah, you
ain't mad, bro. Go ahead.
Damn, bro.
I wasn't even supposed to leave the town. Fuck you mean?
Don't be quiet now. Y'all just sit there and put the people's on blast by having a story.
I was going to spend the night at his house for 2 days, and I went to Chicago.
So,
Ken corrupted, huh?
So,
no, it was my bitch that we went there with.
It was
my bitch.
We collaborated.
I brought them.
So Ken
it was a collaboration. We collaborated.
So
we knew what we was doing.
Ken and Kev just.
Ken and KK.
Yeah, just aiding and abetting.
I just came and shit.
KKK. That's fucked up though. But low key, that'd be cool as hell.
No, it wouldn't. not right now. Wait till about 3-4 months.
Not right now. Not right now.
But so we went to Pride. So like motherfucking Kayla had a little Mexican bitch or whatever and shit. Before Pride happened, the reason we ended up in the situation. So Ken ended up taking her bitch car. We drive and joyride. Everybody put their head down. So we joyride and shit. Candace's first time really driving.
I told her not to let this man drive her car.
So we end up.
Bro, you know when you get when you ain't got no L's and you get a bitch with a car. She wasn't even my bitch, but motherfucker had a car and they was giving me the keys to that bitch. You know what time it is. Continue, folks.
So we was driving through the hood, reckless as fuck. This nigga, like, it's this big ass stupid bump, nigga, in one of the hoods and shit. So we hit that bitch going like 50. We hit the air, nigga, like Dukes of Hazzard, nigga, bounced on the ground. Skirt. Damn near ran into somebody's house. And then he dropped me off at home. And then he was like, everything cool. Yeah, that nigga drove like 2 houses down. This bitch broke. Like, nigga, it's broke, nigga. It just stopped, nigga. The oil pan or some shit was broke.
I knew something was wrong, bro. Y'all was gone for like 45 minutes, bro. You lived down the street, bro.
So,
I knew something was wrong, bro.
It was the oil pan or like gas pan or some shit that was broke.
It was the oil pan.
So
the hole in that bitch was like this big, bro.
So,
a rock went right through that bitch as soon as he fucking landed, bro. A rock went right through that motherfucker.
That did the engine real quick because the oil leave out and then lock up the engine.
It was old after that.
Yeah. So then after that, so like a week or 2 passed, we ended up catching a train, nigga, to Chicago.
Still went like some dumbasses.
You know what I'm saying? And then we met some motherfuckers there in a little ass car. So we like 6-8 deep in the motherfucking car like Mexicans and shit. Like,
in a
nigga,
G6.
Nigga, it's us 3 and like 2 bitches laying on us and shit. You know what I'm saying? We just in that motherfucker driving through the city and shit. You know what I'm saying? Went to a shitty ass hotel. And then motherfucking, we end up going to Pride and shit. The shit was cool. We drunk as fuck. I seen some wild shit. I'm like, what the fuck? They shut that bitch down. I'm like, god damn, motherfuckers out here wilding. There's free liquor everywhere and shit. And then everybody's phones was already dead. And then motherfuckers got lost. It was a fight. And then we was like, damn. I look back, everybody gone. I'm like, shit, my phone off. I found Ken. We just sitting somewhere away from motherfuckers. So we end up converging and shit. Then motherfucking, or did we convert? Or did we just leave and like go to the fucking airport? I forgot.
We met with it.
So y'all found each other. I fucking made Shorty. I almost had to whip this bitch ass. because she was trying to
Y'all
get me
did.
to leave these niggas and come with them type of like, bitch, I'm not leaving without my brothers. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I had to sit there and wait in the fucking train station thing until y'all niggas just popped the fuck up out of nowhere.
Damn.
So with that
By
being
this point,
said,
Shorty had went and got security and shit because she was scared, but I was on her fucking heels.
so we at O'Hare Airport, nigga. The trailway going back to Peoria finna leave in like 15 minutes or some shit, 10 minutes or some shit. All our clothes in their car. They just so happen to
They
pop
stole
up.
our clothes and liquor.
Yes, man.
So they just so happen to pop up at the gate. I'm like, nigga, I gotta go to work, so I'm going back. I'm gonna hold the train off, the shit off as long as I can. So they ran. She just got the iPhone like 5S or some shit.
It
Ken
was
was like,
new as hell at this
brand
point.
new. Ken smacked that shit out of her hand, broke that shit. Bam.
Like, bitch, what you mean we can't get our shit back?
Where close that bitch?
What?
Ooh, shit. No, matter of fact, we kidnapped that bitch. No, damn.
Oh, hold on,
we
wait,
did.
no. See, that's
We
why
did
I said
not-
don't
no,
tell
we
your
got-
story.
We kept her with us until they
You
came.
had me until wait.
We
We
kept
didn't
them.
know we did not kill
I was
her.
Hey,
following
this
like a
ain't got nothing to
motherfucker.
do with
I was
this.
like,
This ain't
damn,
got
it's
This
intense.
ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, okay.
So,
I was
anywho,
not there.
we was, they was there. I'm snitching. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine. Shout out to that nigga and shit. But,
Okay.
Nah,
anywho.
he not
Anywho, so motherfucker Ken slapped shit out her hand and shit. I just see the phone drop. Oh my god, my new blah, blah, blah.
shattered that bitch.
And then they at O'Hare Airport, like O'Hare is like security the fuck up and shit. So they just proceed to chase these bitches and shit. They came back with
All
their
the way
shit.
to the parking
The
deck.
motherfucking bus was like, yeah, we finna leave in 2 minutes. I'm like, can y'all wait like 5 and shit, like 6? They're like, we'll wait 6. 6 minutes passed. I'm like, well, these
We
niggas
was
ain't-
upstairs in the parking deck, bro, trying to fucking punch through they fucking windows because they was trying to fucking drive off and not give us our shit, bro. We was upstairs on bullshit.
Yeah, they beat motherfuckers up in the
They
airport
was
pretty
trying
much.
to motherfucking drive off with our shit in their car, bro.
They was like,
not
yeah,
trying
bro.
to give us our shit because this nigga broke her phone. But bitch, y'all was
And
trying
the
to keep our
windows.
shit though.
And the windows.
For no reason, bro, because y'all salty.
And then I'm at the
If you
motherfucking
get anything
bus.
from this, don't go to Chicago with these niggas. It is
Hey,
Not-
Every time we went to
It's-
Chicago,
it's not really an
fucked up.
organized
No,
motherfucking
no,
situation.
Not every time. Every time we go out there to kick it, no cap.
Yeah. Then motherfucking dude like, yeah, we finna leave in 1 minute. You gotta get on. I'm like, fuck.
He got on that bitch with his snake ass.
So I put one step on it. I'm like, they're my homies right there and shit. Hold up. And like, we gonna hold up. These niggas running and shit.
Oh
We get on that
my
bitch.
God.
And then that was the end of that. I'm like, what y'all niggas do, man?
Y'all
just had to
rode
beat
the
the bitch
train
up
off
in the
into the
ass. Oh,
sunset.
my God.
That's what it was.
That
Although we
shit
rode
was
that bitch into the
horrible.
sunset.
They rode the L into the sunset. Only in
For real,
Chicago
That
can
shit
you
was
do that.
horrible, bro.
Yeah.
That was the first time I had ever been out of Peoria, bro. And that shit
So
was
for
so
it being your
horrible.
for it being
Oh wow,
But-
traumatized you.
It was
Okay.
horrible.
the pride
Oh,
parade was
man,
super
Ken, you
lit
fucked
though.
that up for us.
No, the pride parade was lit though. I enjoyed
Yeah,
the
oh
pride
God.
parade.
That
We
bitch
not-
was smacking.
If to be a motherfucking, I'm a lesbian. I love these hoes, so I'm a lesbian.
Same
Up
here.
until all the fuck shit happened, bro.
It was the pride
It was
was
love,
it was
though.
most
Yeah.
definitely a good. It was a good experience and it was good. Like
We
I
just
don't
went with
know,
the
bro.
wrong people.
I don't know. No cap. This might be fucking. I probably like out a little out there, but I kind of fuck with gay niggas. I don't fuck with them niggas, but I fuck with gay niggas because they be having all
the bitches.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the
definitely.
ones that respect the fact that you heterosexual.
Yeah.
Them was the best ones that, like, hey, like, look, once you understand,
fact,
I ain't
yeah,
never
niggas
taking a
ain't
dick in the
that.
mouth or the ass or trying to hug you or
Nowhere
anything
near
that
around
shit.
no shit.
We cool, you know what I'm saying? You can be co-worker. I done had co-workers that's gay as fuck. I didn't even say like I've been to the joint and some of
Nigga
the
said
I
gay
seen
as
it. I seen it. I mean, homosexual. I seen
I seen a nigga get this.
I seen it.
Oh.
I seen a homosexual kill a man.
Shout out to the
You know what I
Lava
mean?
Land, though, man.
He killed the man, but he was like, the man disrespected him. He's like, listen, I'm still a man. You know what I mean?
He killed the nigga, though?
It was when I was locked up. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
But you know, stabbed him up and was like, and after that, I was like, you know, he's just a product of the situation he's in. But at the same time, some people live with that, and I don't condemn him for it because I mean, not trying to sound like a dickhead or nothing like that. But if a man is gay, that's one less motherfucker cock blocking me from some pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, go ahead. There goes my, there goes my, there's the one dude. You know what I mean? There you go. Ain't he fine?
And with that being,
I don't know.
Yes.
and with that being said, I respect gay people on a whole different level because when I was in Atlanta, them niggas really living their truth. I went in Atlanta, bro. I seen more gay people than I seen more gay dudes than I seen straight dudes, and they was living their truth. They were out there. They dressed eccentric as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they loving that shit. They not trying to hide who the fuck they is or nothing. And it's like I respect that shit because where I'm from, there's a lot of niggas that just like not even on no gay shit, but just like they hide. They scared to be who the fuck they really is because they scared of the judgment from the motherfuckers from the outside and shit. So a motherfucker to be, if you gay, you embrace your shit, and you out in the world like, yeah, nigga, this is me. I respect that shit. You know what I'm saying? But regardless if I get down like that or not, I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
You respect those 100% gay dudes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's those ones that's just
I don't respect them niggas that's gay that be like trying to like turn niggas like, bro, I don't get down like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, nigga, you show I suck your dick like
If
Wow.
I just said I don't get down like
I suck
that,
dick. Bro, I'm no cap, bro. I had a motherfucker try to suck my dick like, bro, I suck, bro, nigga told me, bro, he suck dick better than bitches. I'm like, bro, I don't get down like that, bro. I'm cool, nigga. I don't like, bro.
You show, folks. I swear to God. I swear to God, nigga.
We can get a bus right here.
It's like, bro.
I'm cool, bro. Bro, no you ain't, folks.
What's fucked up is they
Come
go
on,
hard.
you show, bro.
They go harder for the ones that's not gay. Then they go for the ones that's saying like, yeah, sure, you can suck my dick. Like you would turn down a yes for a no, motherfucker. When is that ever possible?
This is for show. You show?
You're right.
Like, bro. No, bro. Hey, man, I'm
This might be that moment for you.
I'm making the fuck out of here. But, like, bro, I'm cool,
Y'all
bro.
niggas is dumb.
Them niggas be lit in the club, though.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Bro.
Bro, I went to job corps and shit, man. My fucking roommate was gay and shit. I ain't know it and shit, cause I was cause he was like a metro, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought they was just like, yeah, this
Super
nigga gay.
pretty boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Super
He had all the
pretty boy.
bitches. I'm like,
Like
this my
Lloyd.
roommate. What's up? We out here, you know what I'm saying?
That's what they call it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's that, and niggas was just like, he gay. I'm like, nigga, he just, I ain't never, no, whatever and shit. It's 4 of us in the room and shit. At job
You
corps.
wasn't as tight, folks.
And then motherfucking the swole nigga Damo and shit, like he was a little, you know what I'm saying, a little weird and shit. He was like, and then like niggas got kicked out or whatever and shit. So motherfucking Rico always like put me on the bitches and shit. And I was asking nigga, we was drunk. I'm like, nigga, why motherfuckers always coming at you like you gay, nigga? He like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. He was like, bro, he said some wild shit that I was like, bro.
He said, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
He was like,
you
nigga.
going to do some fuck shit.
He was like,
That
nigga,
moment of
I ain't gonna
truth.
lie to you, nigga. And he said to the nigga, he was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I'm just fucking these niggas that wanna get fucked. I'm like, bruh, I'm done, bro. I'm done, dog.
Man, I think
He was like, nigga, you a cool nigga, but like, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, niggas out here.
He said,
nigga,
you
out
want to
here.
get fucked,
Like,
man.
nigga, like, shit, nigga, I'm throwing this motherfucker. I'm like, dog, get the
Yeah,
fuck.
you cool, but you want to get fucked.
he said he's throwing that motherfucker.
He said he throwing that, but he's like, I'm fucking bitches too, nigga.
Hey.
I'm like, God damn. But he had all the bitches,
Bro,
though.
he out there giving them people AIDS, bro.
Yeah, there it is.
I think it's
That's the whole
What the fuck?
little dick, little shit that's on his
God.
dick. He go straight to the girl. It's over with.
Bro, I was like, that's some wild shit,
Hey,
my
that's too
nigga.
much. That's too much for Dick. That's too much. For
I
Dick.
was fucking
That's why you
dead.
can't be sushi gang and everything, because it ain't safe for the black or the white girls.
Sushi.
But hey, I'm not gonna. I don't even want to end it like that. God damn, like fuck, man. Fuck.
He said my nuts hurt.
I ain't want to say it, but fuck, God.
I ain't got no nuts, so I can say it.
I mean, I don't want to end it either on that, but at the same
Man,
time,
shout out this lava lamp, though. This shit, I told y'all I was
That
going
bitch
to end the
busting
show. That
yeah,
bitch
shit,
busting.
like,
Hey,
I was on
question.
Franklin and that motherfucker, like, you know.
Hey, question, I ain't gonna
lie.
lie. I seen, y'all watch, Midnight Gospel yet?
The anime.
Yeah. The anime podcast?
Yeah,
Bro,
I watched one episode. That shit crazy.
I want to take MDMA and shit. I'm not gonna lie and shit. I would like to take it with you guys and shit.
Somali.
You trying
I
to
said,
mind?
it is
Molly.
No. What's called the other shit? The DMT. I wanna try
DMT.
that. They said that shit 10 minutes.
Take
Nigga,
it
you
to
see
another
Jesus.
level.
Nigga, you see
It
a
only
girl.
lasts for
I'm
10
good.
minutes,
I'm
but
good.
it
Jesus
be.
white. I
I
ain't
ain't talking about Jesus, but you see everybody.
That's like a ketamine high, so I'm cool.
No, but they said like the DMT shit, like, you know, when the burning bush was like a sage plant that was like directly derivative of DMT. So motherfuckers that say the burning bush, they probably would just high off DMT and seeing God and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? 10 Commandments, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. All out some shit
He
like
said
that.
Jesus.
Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And a lot lot of shit derives from like burning plants and shit like that and shit like, and it's all based off like psychedelics. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. I want to try this shit. I ain't gonna cap to you. That shit. I would like to do that shit with y'all. If y'all know anybody out there with some DMT, I'm looking forward to this shit. I need the strongest dose because I'm trying to see motherfucking the universe and get close with God and all that shit.
You sit next to Jesus on the clouds.
Shit. No, they said that shit like it's really like really like engulfing and shit. Like, nigga, we all are one and shit and things of that nature, and everything is interconnected and blah blah blah. We're all just like little parts of this big ass machine and shit.
LSD to me, fuck you.
Well,
I mean,
exactly
it's the highest form of LSD there is.
Yeah.
It's shrooms,
Okay.
acids, and all that shit, and then is that like that's the top of shit.
Fat ass. I
I'm
can't
gonna
even do that.
Can I be like your big brother right here to
What?
tell you something?
Don't
All
do
right, remember this: that even though there's perks to that shit, the bad thing about drugs is the high don't last forever. You gotta sit here and be
It's
like, okay, I
you
come
only
out of
do it
this.
once.
I come out of that shit. And you still feeling that together, and you still seeing Jesus. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Is that shit real?
You know,
Nigga, I was watching people YouTube channels about the shit. They was like, nigga, I had a whole nother life that I lived fully in this 10 minutes, and then I just woke up out
In
the
10
shit.
minutes. Wait, so the high lasts for 10 minutes?
But
I'm
you
good.
so
Yeah.
no, you so in your mind.
I'm good.
You so in your
I'm
mind.
that
nigga.
Richie ass drug.
one time 10 minutes though. We
No,
one time 10
he
minutes.
said like it was so intense. He like lived a whole parallel life, nigga, like fully, and until death, nigga, in that 10 minutes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he came to and
I've
shit.
heard that too about DMT.
Like, nigga, I live like he's like it felt like an eternity and shit in 10 minutes. Like, nigga, I lived parallel universes of myself and shit, and I kind of want to try it. Shit.
Sound like the reverse flash and shit.
I wouldn't put that past and say some genius ass pharmaceutical motherfucker putting some shit together out there and doing that. I do want y'all to understand that also on top of what everything going on in the world, you know what I'm saying, take a half a minute when you get a chance to research things that's going outside of the world. According to NASA and the Chinese form of NASA, there's like 18,000 asteroids circulating, coming towards Earth, but not actually going to hit Earth. But 800 of them are large enough to do the shit that they did to the dinosaurs. So we have to understand that sometimes with the COVID and the way things are going, this could also be a test trial. And I'm just saying this not to say like, oh, be scared of it, but because of that type of thing, how would you ever have to test the society? And if you say, okay, this is going to hit in 10 years, in 10 years, if you say it if you say it in 2020, but it's not going to hit till 2030, nobody's going to give a fuck about shit for those 10, 20 years. So if you can sit people down, shut them up, keep them inside, and work out some way where billionaires are going and selling their stocks and things like that and going over to other countries and then getting involved in space travel like Elon Musk is, sometimes the validity of that story could be somewhat true. I'm saying, like, we are playing checkers with people who were born playing chess. So we have to sit here and say that while we're arguing about things, sort of like things that we argued back in 16 and 2009 and in the 90s and the 60s and things like that, they're planning on ways to develop new civilizations on other planets because they have the money. You know what I mean?
They're trying to go to Mars on our ass.
Exactly. So what we have to do is at the same time keep the viewers informed that while we're fighting on the ground for little pieces of land, understand this land might not be worth shit in a minute. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. But these are things that, like a man once told me, don't take what I say as the gospel. Research it for yourself. I appreciate y'all for letting me come on the show. One of some of the realest youngest I ever known, you know what I'm saying? I support you 100%, you know this. Kev, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're back, being sick and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Good you here and shit like that. But at the same time, I hope we can do it again sometime, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Last fun fact, since he was talking about space, the leader of the motherfucking NASA and shit was fucking Nazis. Operation Paperclip. When motherfucking Hitler went down and shit, they had all the brilliant scientists of the world. We got half the motherfuckers and we got to the moon because of Nazis and shit. Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Germany didn't really have a country no more after after that.
After we
So
fucked they ass up.
we had to,
America, bitch.
we stole the
America.
sciences and said, look, we'll give you a $500,000 house if you come over to help us build this, blah 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 blah. Because we remember Germany had the Mercedes Benz and the BMW, so they made
He
better,
was a Nazi.
They made better engines than us, so they had the science down. So America, all they did was like, look, Germany is over with. Hitler, we proved that with Hitler. You can come over to America and work for us, help us get to the moon, and then therefore they don't care. That's why America has a bad history with when it comes down to like Nazis being buried in Vietnam. Burial site, cemeteries, and you know how they gave passes to countless numbers of Germans to come over to turn. They didn't win the war against Germany so much as that they said, listen, we're gonna cut you a deal because what I'm saying, either you can sit here and snitch or go against Hitler now, or when it's all over and done with, we're gonna kill you too. And some of them got weak and believed that, look, I might as well take the money and run, because they didn't really believe in what Hitler was saying, but we're going with the masses. So just like anything from Larry Hoover to Jeff Ford to anybody else, a war is won not necessarily because they beat you, but because they got your people that turn on you and sit here and they found out your weakness. And this goes way back to Hannibal from Carthage. So what I'm saying, when we took those scientists and said like, look, we need you to help us make these rockets and get to the moon, it wasn't because what I'm saying they did it. It was because we didn't know how.
Yeah, they had the best technology. Like Frederica Porsche, the nigga that made like Volkswagen and shit, motherfucking to make the Beetle and all that shit,
Yeah.
Bugatti, motherfucking Ferrari and all that shit, nigga. That nigga was a Nazi, nigga. He was Hitler right hand man and shit, my nigga. The Bug and all that shit, that shit is all Nazi shit, my nigga. That's all. It's all fucked up how much Nazi shit is a part of our motherfucking life and shit. All the cars we love and shit, Nazi shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I like Porsches and shit. I like Corvettes. You know what I'm saying? I like Bugattis and shit. Lil Wayne was the first nigga, the Barack Obama Bugatti and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was, nigga. I seen it in the Wheezy Wednesdays when that shit was busting, nigga. He showed me that shit.
That's stupid. He
You know
said
what
he
I'm
showed you.
He did. He said in the Wheezy Wednesdays, nigga, he like, yeah, I was the first black man to like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
tell
Bugatti,
him,
the dealers told me like,
Tell him,
I was
Kev.
the Barack Obama Bugatti. Yeah. We out, man.
Hey man, hey, anybody got any last words, man?
I'm done with you niggas. I'm going home. They clowning right now and shit. My mom just texted me. Like,
Hey man, the niggas looting right now. So
Ain't no other COVID cases
I
after all this
I
movie.
gotta
All
get
that
to
shit
the
fake
crib.
as hell.
Hey,
That's
so
all.
we got some safe. But make sure at the end of the day, make sure that you stand safe. Remember that there is no such thing as a life that is greater than yours. I want to thank the guy Hannibal for coming to show us some love. KT is always love to get you on the motherfucking show. Kev Hendricks, is good to have you motherfucking back, King. Hey, this is the Share the Boys podcast. Make sure you comment. I want to hear whatever the fuck you gotta say. Subscribe. Tell your grandma about this shit. Remember, again, there is no such thing as a life that is greater than yours. Keep them haters off your back. Remember to keep spreading that love and keep spreading that positivity. And remember, behind every motherfucking dark cloud has a silver lining. So man, it's gonna be greater. Everything is gonna be better, man. It's your boy DJ Rich Ken. Shout out Kev Hendricks. Shout out KT. Shout out Hannibal. This is Share the Boys podcast, and we motherfucking gone, bitch.